So that's a Bundesliga title race over then. Borussia Dortmund 0, Bayern Munich 1. Game's just finished. Thought I'd give you a little bit of post-match reaction, to be honest. As soon as Bayern Munich went 1-0 up, you knew exactly what was going to happen. You know, the chances were there for Borussia Dortmund to take in that first half. Thought they started really, really positively with the three at the back, with the two wing-backs. Thought Favre got it on. Well, yeah, I thought that Dortmund looked really dangerous in the first 20 minutes, but they just needed to score, you know. Haaland up against Boateng at the back there, he was causing him all sorts of problems, and the movement of Brandt and Hazard either side of him, yeah, they were pulling Bayern apart, and I thought, here we go, you know, there could be an upset on the cards here, and the title race could be blown back open, but yeah, it just wasn't to be. I mean, Bayern Munich are machines, aren't they? You know, there's that stereotype about, you know, 22 men chase a ball around a pitch for 90 minutes, and then at the end of the game, Bayern Munich have won it. And it's, you know, it's the same thing that's happened again, isn't it? They seem to have an absolutely amazing ability of soaking up all the pressure during the game. You know, no matter where the opponent is. I think the commentator said at the end of the game that's only Borussia Dortmund's fourth defeat in 41 games, or third defeat in 41 games at the Signal Iduna Park. So, yeah, you know, that place is a fortress with or without fans, and for Bayern to go and do what they did today is incredible, really. To be honest, I don't think Bayern, I mean, for large spells of that game, really played that well. I thought Dortmund looked really, really lively, you know, coming off the back of 2 straight wins, not conceding a goal against, who was it, Schalke and Wolfsburg, wasn't it? They played really well in those games, with Haaland scoring and Hazard looking dangerous, Guerrero, Brandt playing really well in them games. But yeah, them early chances that they had in this game, they absolutely had to take them. And, you know, the longer that you leave Bayern Munich in a game, eventually they'll get a chance and they'll take it, given that German efficiency that they've got all throughout the pitch. In the end, it was a brilliant goal by Joshua Kimmich. I thought Berkey could have done a little bit better with the lob. I feel his positioning wasn't great, but yeah, take nothing away from the finish. It was fantastic. Just goes to show that, you know, despite the investment, Dortmund are still short in a couple of places. I thought they massively missed Axel Witsel and Emre Can in that midfield today. You know, De Hood, as good as he is, hasn't quite got the legs that the other two have got, and the strength and the stamina that the other two have got in there. And I thought that as the game grew, you know, that midfield of Goretzka, of Goretzka and Kimmich were really, really impressive. I mean, Kimmich is one hell of a player there. You know, special mentions have got to go to Alphonso Davies. You know, his kind of man-for-man battle against Achraf Hakimi on the right-hand side there was arguably the game changer. You know, there was a couple of chances in that first half where, you know, the one that springs to mind is the one where Erling Haaland was clean through and out of frame. Alphonso Davies somehow Olympic sprinted back and managed to block the shot. He is just, I mean, he's going to win Player of the Season in the Bundesliga. He's just been absolutely, you know, he's been a revelation at left wing back for Bayern, and he's completely changed the way that they play there. You know, most things go through him, and he bails them out a lot with his pace. He's one of the quickest players I've ever seen. He was fantastic. So, yeah, I mean, Dortmund did a good job of keeping Lewandowski and Muller quiet. You know, Gnabry, I thought, had quite a poor game. But yeah, it's just those key moments, and Bayern know how to, you know, take those key chances that turn games and win championships ultimately, and that's what they've done tonight. You know, they're not going to throw away a 7-point lead with 7 games to go in the Bundesliga, are they? That's the league over now. You know, they've won multiple games on the trot under Hansi Flick. I don't think they've lost a game under Hansi Flick yet, have they, since he took over from Niko Kovac back towards the end of last season, towards the end of the last calendar year. So, yeah, Bayern are just too good. They're actually my favourites for the treble now. I think they've just been playing some absolutely amazing football, and as today's shown, you know, even if they don't play as well as they usually do, they can still grind out results and clean sheets. You know, they've got the experience with Neuer at the back. They've got Boateng. They just know how to win games, and the pressure is massively on Lucien Favre now, the Borussia Dortmund manager. If I was Hans-Joachim Watzke, who's the Dortmund, you know, CEO, I'd be looking at replacements for Favre now, because he's just not good enough. And, you know, I know that the injury to Haaland in the second half wasn't ideal, but throwing on Giovanni Reina, a 17-year-old false 9 almost, up against that Bayern Munich back line, it's just stupid decisions that he's making. You know, at least go for a physical presence up there, you know. But yeah, he just makes strange decisions. He looks like, he almost looks a little bit lost during games, with his in-match substitutions and stuff like that just aren't good enough. Sancho didn't look fit again. I don't know why he come on. I know he's one of the best players in the world at the moment, but he didn't look half fit. He was ambling around for, most of the time he come on as a sub. And I would be expecting a change of management at Borussia Dortmund in the summer, if not before, because let's not forget that they're out of the Pokal. They're also out of the Champions League as well. PSG knocked them out of the Champions League. So, who would my pick be? Maybe Mauricio Pochettino. I know he said he wants to stay in the Premier League, but he'd be brilliant at Dortmund, I think, with the young talent that's coming through there. And, given Pochettino's track record of bringing through youth, I think it'd be an ideal appointment. And if they could get him, that would be absolutely fantastic, and it'd take him to a new level. But yeah, it's disappointment for a neutral's point of view, because that is the league over in the Bundesliga now. You would have liked to have seen it go on for a little bit longer, and you'd like to see Dortmund win tonight. But if you're a Bayern fan, you're absolutely buzzing, because you've all but sealed the title now. That was the key game in the run-in, and to do it in such dogged, determined fashion, despite being up against it for most of the game, that's what champions do, don't they? So yeah, there'll be more videos to come in a week, guys. But if you like the content, and drop a like on the video, subscribe to my channel for more post-match analysis, and keep safe, and I'll see you soon. Cheers then, bye.